Hello, beautiful people. Here is part two of the small Atlas haul. I picked up a couple of inks, so we're just going to get right into it. I have to apologize. I saw the pen and I just did not want to be bothered with the inks, even though they're pretty. I think they're really pretty. Can't get my words out. So I picked up two colors. I picked up Australis tea and whiskey, which I have been using a sample of. So let's get them swatched and admire the pretty color. It's really pretty. I use a sterling ink B6 size notebook currently for keeping track of my inks. I have a couple of sandwich bags that I use when I want to make the fun and interesting looking swatches. And I have a couple of pipettes to get the ink out of the bottles and some water off to the side so the pipette doesn't stay whatever color the ink is. So let's do the Australis tea first. Now, I just wanted to get some ink and I didn't have anything in mind, even though I have a very long list of inks. I mostly go with whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Isn't always the best way to do it, but it's ink, right? It's not the end of the world. I say that all the time because it's really not. So anyway, I saw this and it was really, really pretty. It kind of reminds me of Sugar Snap, I think it is. Last year's Diamine ink calendar. It reminds me of Sugar Snap without the shimmer. So anyway, here it is. It is such a pretty green. It's bright, but not too bright. And I'm just switching the bag around to get a little extra splotching going on. And I've got this glass dip pen I picked up somewhere, I don't remember where. I have no luck with these glass dip pens. I am always breaking them. Then I take a piece of micro mesh and try to make it so I can still write with it. It's very embarrassing. Anyway, I'm just going to write down the name of the ink. Robert Oster, Australis tea. This is so pretty. Excuse me. Just drawing a few lines, even though, with a glass dip pen, it doesn't have as much meaning for me because my nibs are usually much broader, but I just love the way it shades, so I draw a few shapes to get some more of the ink off of the dip pen, and then rinse and move along. I've got an old t-shirt that I use to clean off my inky things now. Next up is whiskey. I love the way this shades. It is a lovely caramel shade and I love it. I can't believe, as much as I like Robert Oster inks, that these are the first bottles that I've picked up. I'm going to get back into frame. I apologize for being a little bit out of frame. Let's get that up into the frame, Anita. Come on. Yeah, you got to crinkle up the bag to get some interest. Otherwise, if it's just flat, it's not nearly as interesting. Don't worry, I will be moving those bits and bobs out of the way so you can see better what I'm doing down there. And I just flipped it around to get some of the extra ink onto the page. I think this is the point when I realized I may not be in the frame. Oh, goodness. There we go. Up, up, up. I love this color. The swatch is really interesting, but when you're writing with it, it usually tends toward the darker shades. And if you have a broad enough nib or a wet enough pen, you'll see some of the shading in it. It's just really lovely. I love this ink. It's a great fall color, or really any time, but especially in the fall. I love it. I'll just let this dry a little bit and be back to show you the swatch. And I'm back, and the sample, the swatches are mostly dry. And let me just bring up the book. There is the Australis tea. It's so pretty. And whiskey. It's really pretty. I love the way they both shade. They're just gorgeous. I am excited to put these in a pen. And I am so sorry. When I opened the pen in the first part of the little haul, I lost all focus, and yeah, the inks went by the wayside. So here are the inks, and they're very pretty. I picked them up at Atlas Stationers. I will have links down in the description box. And thanks for coming by to check out another video. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.